Hello there. Today we're playing Raise a Wish, which is a game from Jelly from Face Connect. And apparently in this game we're gonna raise Dizzy, Lumi, Jelly, and Ember actually. And I have no idea. I've never really played visual novels, so that's kind of like relatively a first for me. But I mean, I think I've played some, but like not really actively. And yeah, I just thought I had to play it because, you know, Jelly made a game which I just found interesting enough as a concept, and I really wanted to figure out how this, or like what it is about, you know. And to be honest, I don't really watch Jelly that much. I mainly watch Pippa, or like sometimes Tenma as well. So I don't really know that much inside knowledge about them. I hope it's also like fun and playable without inside knowledge. So I guess we're gonna only find out if we press start on the game. And also something which is pretty interesting, which I also got warned of in the comments already of the HIO page. The game is starting with super loud audio, like over 100% probably. It feels like 200, 300%. So even if you just touch the slider and put it back to 100, it's normal audio again. So just be warned if you start playing this game. It's blasting your ears out. but yeah, it's a bug. It's not intentional. So I hope it's gonna get fixed at some point. But let's just go into the game, and I hope my bad internet doesn't break anything here or make the stream not watchable, because we nearly have 10% skip frames, whatever. And let's raise those streamers here. ... If there's a god out there. Is it like an air raid alarm? It's too early. Too early for what? The sky glows dark red. This wasn't supposed to happen. The ground beneath your feet shakes violently as the deafening blare of the emergency alarm fills your ears. Your knees can't hold you up any longer. You can only watch as the creature rips her to shreds. Beheaded, dismembered, mangled. You've never seen a life taken this way, yet let alone one you've been with since it began. What could you have done? The city you know is unrecognizable in its ruin, and you know the word is next. If she couldn't save it, no, nothing else can. As the foundation of the earth is slowly consumed by decay, you put your hands together out of desperation. If there's a god out there, you clasp your hands together. Something bright glimmers amidst the smoke-filled night sky. Please, I want to fix this. As the light fades, your eyes begin to adjust to the darkness. Oh, hi, Mantrika. I want to fail as a Papa too. Yeah, I mean, I hope we're not failing. I don't really want to fail, but I heard the game is quite hard. That's why, you know, that's why I'm assuming that I'm gonna fail to raise these kids here. Did I read this already? I don't think I did. As the lights fades away, your eyes begin to adjust to the darkness. Oh, 1 second, I'm gonna tab out. Oopsie. Very seamlessly. There we go. The smell of blood and destruction quickly subsides, but you can't erase the memories from your mind. You fight the adrenaline and exhaustion, forcing yourself to look around. You quickly recognize where you are. A genetics lab? The last years of your life have been dedicated to this facility, but it looks almost newer. The walls and floors are cleaner than they were yesterday. Nothing is as you left them. But how did you even get here in the first place? What just happened? The questions are burning in your mind when a soft glow behind you catches your attention. It's a teleporter? That's impossible. This is what you have been dedicating your years to, yet it looks just as it did when you were first assigned to it. How? It ages quickly, but this? The racing thoughts in your mind finally click. This can only mean I'm back in the past, or what? My ID card. I found my ID card. I didn't know what it was called beforehand. We're innocent without a Z. 5 days remaining. Or before the word ends. Wow, we don't really have that much time. I have like 5 days to raise 4 kids or what? That's crazy. You rummage through one of the drawers from an old digital wristwatch and note down the current time. The specimen floating in the experimental tube floats silently, alive. You must accelerate this one's development as quickly as possible. At the rate of the original project plan, nearly all future objectives will not be reached in time. You have to make do. In the table drawer near the pod are various objects, ranging from simple food to rocks. Tasty rocks. If you recall correctly, they're to be fed into the pod much later to allow her to take form. Also the rocks? That's kind of crazy actually. You spot a clipboard of notes written in all too familiar handwriting by the side of the table. Is that my own? Feeding must be done ideally once a week. Damn, okay, they don't need that much. Change of plans. You feed it once a day. Okay, never mind, we just make them fat. It won't be born as developed as you'd might like it to be, but further physical development can be carried out after. Now then, what will it be today? Oh shit. Is that like snakes and circuit board, coffee beans, or safety pin? Is that now, does this decide which character is getting born? Coffee beans, that must be Sakana, right? No, I have no idea. Circuit board, I have no idea about their lores, man. This is pink though. I mean, Jelly's not pink. One second, who's pink? None of them are really pink, I'd say. I have the website open on my second monitor. Funnily enough, I think it's Ember, the character in the game. I first thought it's supposed to be Tenma, especially because the heart looks like the little things that Tenma has on the side. But it's apparently Ember. Never watched Ember, to be honest. What is this? Nothing. Okay. Let's feed them beans. That is the most food item that we have here. You carefully place the item into a large syringe and seal it shut. Beans in a syringe? Okay. I guess we ground them or something. With a push of a button, a strange liquid floods the chamber, dissolving the item almost immediately. With a hiss, the plunger of the syringe descends, slowly pumping the colored liquid through the translucent tubes. As you watch the creature wriggle a little from the feeding, exhaustion finally creeps in. Oh yeah, that was so much effort. It's been a long day. Yep, I'm just pressing like some food in it in a syringe, I guess. But we're maybe just a twink, I have no idea. It's been a long day. There has far too much going on for you to comprehend in your current state. So you decide to take a nap on the lab floor. Very comfortable. You slowly fall asleep, watching the gentle glow of the thing in the tube. Let's see who we bear. I mean, to be honest, it was a second item. Maybe it's gonna be Lumi because she's on the website, at least the second person from the left. I have no idea. We're gonna see. 4 days remaining. And I'm gonna cough once again. So, the sound of bubbling wakes you up. There are no windows in the lab, so you check your wristwatch. It's been around 12 hours since the last feeding. The creature seems to have grown a little in size since last night, but you're not sure. Brushing dust off your shirt, you stand up and look for some food to sustain yourself over the next few days. Dust off my shirt? Are we like sleeping for like a month or what? Doesn't sound like just a day. But maybe it's just very dusty in here. Maybe we never clean. Finding some seemingly edible rations in the refrigerator, you have a light meal and spend the next few hours doing some thinking. Why can't the people in the tube get normal meals at least? You come to no conclusion. Before you know it, it's about time to feed the pot. What will it be today? Okay, lemon fruit is the most food like again. that I know of. I kind of want to fucking speed of rock, but I don't know. I'm gonna go for the lemon. Star-shaped candy though. Actually, that's candy. Is that supposed to be jelly because she has stars and is an alien? I don't know who the cards belong to. I'm a fake fan. Okay, let's do the actual food, like the whole lemon. Who cares? It's a bit sour, but I get used to it, I guess. And the item dissolves, the liquid pumping through the tubes and dissipating into the fluid surrounding the creature. Yeah, this time, like, a lemon is a little bit more fluid, I guess, than beans. It wriggles you like yesterday. You hope it will be fine with the accelerated growth. You sit at a desk near the pod and find some handwritten notes about the project. Phase Defense Program. As you read the page after page of messy notes, you begin losing focus and drift off into slumber. 3 days remaining. Let's see. Maybe we did something good. I don't know if we need some special combination to get actually good results. I hope not. I hope what I'm doing is kind of fine. The creature in the pod seems to have grown noticeably in size overnight. Okay, that's good. The joint seems to have grown more pronounced, and the skull has rounded out into proper form. Veins trace under the surface of its pale, translucent skin. Okay, that sounds good. It looks humanoid, I guess. So I guess my choice of food is not the worst. Referencing the notes you read last night, by feeding it again 24 hours later, you've accelerated her growth by at least a few weeks. Oh, that's crazy. You're on track, you think? What will it be today? It is 15% of skipped frames, and I don't like it. I'm gonna tab out 1 second. Not that I accidentally download things right now. Nope. Nothing. It's just my internet connection. Great. A bug. Unknown even. It's just a random bug we found on the floor. Very great. More peach. Jasmine flower. No idea what that is. Or crystals. Oh, that's not face good. That's Hololive, isn't it? I forgot how she's called. I guess we feed it the peach. The creature vigors again in response to the feeding, but this time a little more violently than yesterday. Crazy, okay? It worries you, so you monitor it closely until you fall asleep. Yeah, it would worry me as well if it's violently, as if it doesn't like my choice of food. Maybe we should have just fed it rocks. 2 days remaining. Wisps of hair float weightlessly in the fluid. Her eyelids, once clearly fused shut, seem to twitch faintly. Her chest rises and falls in an irregular rhythm. Hour by hour, her hair lengthens and her limbs extend ever so slightly. In 3 days, her body has already developed into that of a child's. What will it be today? Bag of gems. Heart-shaped candy. There's more candy. Cat fur. Now that is blonde. Could be Lumi. And a cube of tungsten. Okay, this is kind of food. To be honest, I kind of want to feed the tungsten, you know? It's kind of funny. But we go with the actual food route, I guess. There you go. You get some candy today. After feeding her, you return to the handwritten notes for the Phase Defense Program. You flip to a page titled Project Wish. Ordered on wish.com. The development of the better organism has resulted in overwhelming success. Its structure displays complete biological stability with no trace of abnormality or degradation. Given these results, preparations for the next phase are already underway. You almost feel bad for deviating from the original plan. But I guess we know that it's not going to work out. You continue to keep an eye on the creature. No, the girl in the pod. Okay. I think there's only one feeding left, isn't it? 1 day remaining. Oh yeah, it is. You can clearly see her face now. Beautiful and undeniably human. Framed by her short hair. She's curled into fetal position. As you watch, a string of bubbles escapes from her barely parted lips, floating silently to the top of the pot. Where did they come from? Did she just burp? Because she's not breathing in the water, I guess. You trace your fingertips over the surface of the remaining feeding items. It's the last day, but she's still too young. Will she really be okay? Ah, it's gonna be fine, no matter. What will it be today? A fucking hand? Where do we even get that from? Did we just cut off our own hand? Raw meat, block of charcoal, that looks like wood. I mean, yeah, it's former wood, I guess. Hydrogen tank, tasty. I guess raw meat sounds the most usable. I would bake it before, not bake it, or like grill it or anything beforehand, but raw's fine. As long as it doesn't have any bacteria. You seal the item into your chamber of the syringe one last time and push the button. The girl in the pot visibly absorbs the matter. The meal, I can't read. That was the final feeling. You have no clue when she will wake up, or if she will even wake up at all. Now all you have to do is wait. Let's see who's it gonna be. I hope it's not a monster because I feed random items, but I mean, you know, should be the most human at least. From what I fed them. Question mark. You feel a warmth next to you, contrasting the chill air that engulfs the lab. A soft breath gazes your shoulder, stirring you awake. Your drowsiness quickly subsides and your eyes snap open. Your arm twitches by instinct, startling the girl into a quickly standing up. Okay, it is Dizzy. I guess she's the most human from them all. Her dark long hair is secured into two little buns with frilly white hair ties. Sharp ears peek from behind her side locks. She's wearing a rag of a dress, scavenged from the lab and worn without thought. Yeah, good thing they had that prepared. You remember notes about this girl, but before you can speak, a soft whisper escapes her lips. Sorry? I didn't mean to. She looks like she's about to cry. Ah, no. We just woke up, it doesn't matter, lady. Huh? Oh, that's us. Oops. No, it's okay. The frightened look on her face softens after you say that. A few seconds of awkward silence passes before you speak. So... You're Dizzy Dokuro? I don't even know how to say her last name. Crazy. The infiltrator. It's a biological weapon, or what does that mean? Her eyes scan the room, searching for something, or perhaps someone. Oh. If you weren't looking directly at her, you wouldn't have noticed the light in her eyes dim. As if they weren't already dim enough. But the clock is ticking. The time you have is short. She is your responsibility. Do you know what you're here to do? I do. Then you hesitate for a moment. Are you okay? No, but... Never mind. I try to be. I don't know what she's here to do. You're a little worried, but there's nothing you can do. And there's nothing I know what to do right now, to be honest. Okay, then let's go. Days 30's left. Before she dies, or what? What do you want to do today? I mean, I guess she doesn't want to do anything. Do you want to eat? I mean, you have only been eating strange things. Yeah, that's gonna get you happy. This eats nothing but sugar. Oh, damn, okay. What do you want to do today? Oh, damn, okay, that's quick. I mean, I still don't know what you're here for. I guess save the world, so we're gonna have to train? Question mark? Dizzy trains her precision by swiftly cutting down training dummies. Okay. Without any emotion on her face. She doesn't have any reaction to anything. Okay, today we play, I guess. Dizzy plays with some bugs, okay. What a choice. Maybe I should have fed you the bugs. Let's train again, and I wonder if Innocent is doing okay. I'm doing fine, I just have no idea what I'm doing here. Let's train again, lady, and then you rest the next day. We can eat another day, I guess. Dizzy trains at precision. After training, you're having dinner with Dizzy. Oh, okay. We can have we can do 2 things a day. That's kind of crazy, man. I wouldn't be able to do that in real life. And just the 2 of you. And properly cooked steak you had imported for the occasion. Ooh. Not raw steak that you got earlier. Her first successful stiff training mission. Ah, nice, sick. Dizzy sits across from you, posture a little stiff as she carefully picks up her fork and knife. You spot a sparkle in her eyes amidst her neutral expression as she starts eating slowly. You notice something. After a short while, her fork is in her dominant hand. Shouldn't it be? How do I eat? Actually, I don't know, fuck. I just eat, you know? You think you're supposed to hold the knife in your right hand? Oh, I think you're supposed to hold your knife in the right hand. Just let her do whatever she wants with it. Doesn't matter, right? You speak casually, half joking as you say it, but at the comment, she freezes. Her hands stop mid-motion and she slowly lowers her utensils onto the plate. Look, we startled her now. That's fucked up. We shouldn't have said anything. She stares at the food like she's suddenly unsure what to do with it. I can't do anything right. Dude, you just had your first successful mission. You can definitely do something right. And that after like 1 try, you know? That's your 2nd try and you managed. Ah, that's not what I meant. She doesn't look up and pushes her plate away from her. Oh, wow. Now she's starving to death. There's always something. I always mess something up. Dizzy, no, I didn't mean it like that. You're getting better every day. She shakes her head faintly. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. I hope my that my slight like pitch changes are noticeable. I'm trying my best here, you know. You know, you never make the same mistake twice. Hey, look at that. Yeah, actually, she apparently, like, after the 2nd time training, she managed, you know. That's how you cleared stealth training. She doesn't respond. Hey, it's okay to learn things. That's what you're doing. Yeah, she's just she's 3 days old, man. And honestly, the fog thing doesn't even matter. I'm just being annoying. A moment passes. I'm sorry. No, it's my bad. You don't need to apologize. She hesitates. No, for being so difficult. You exhale lightly, almost like a laugh. You're fine. You push her plate back toward her. You should eat. You deserve it. And it makes me happy seeing you happy. Yeah, she was about to have, like, she had some spark in her eyes before we just ruined the whole mood, man. She looks up at you with eyes that seem like they're trying to figure out if you meant what you said. And then slowly she picks up her utensils up again, fork in her left hand. As she slowly cuts through her steak, you spot a small and awkward smile curl at the lips. A warmth creeps into your heart. You watch her finish her meal, feeling a little closer to her now. Sick, and we still have 26 days left. Huh? Something's happening. What is happening? You knock on her door, but there's no response. Yet when you crack it open, you find her sitting on the floor with her knees pulled tightly to her chest, staring at the wall. Her eyes flick briefly towards you before darting away with anxiety and fear. Oh, now she hates us. Please, just go. You refuse her request and try to step in the room. But as soon as you make a move, she flinches. You leave quietly. What do you want to do today? She doesn't seem that well right now, so I guess we play. Is she happy now? Who knows? This train lady. These trains are precision by swiftly cutting down training dummies. Very nice. After training, oh, that Like nothing happens except if we train, I guess. You're walking towards the silence lab to pick up some notes. As you turn a corner, you run straight into Dizzy, who was running down a hallway. You've reminded her many times not to run in the hallways. Yeah, it's safety risk, man. You could fall, lady. You both hit the ground hard, a bundle of papers bursting outward across the floor. Can she read already? She's like 5 days old. Wow, shit! She immediately screams. No! She scrambles up, ignoring the impact, and starts grabbing pages off the floor as fast as she can. Is that a situation like on Nichiju where she's writing yaoi manga? Be kind of crazy. You sit up still stunned. Dizzy, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Don't touch them. You pause. I can't help. No. You slowly lift your hands confused, then notice one page near your knee and pick it up anyway. Oh, this is private, isn't it? Is this? You stop. There's writing of a story. That's a little questionable. Oh, and there are also some drawings. Your brain takes a moment to process what you're seeing and immediately decides it does not want to continue processing it further. It's yaoi, isn't it? Dizzy makes a sound somewhere between a scream and a panic attack. Give it back! The page disappears from your hand within less than a quarter of a second. Within seconds, she's already gathered all of the scattered pages. There were probably 100 sheets, maybe more. You're really fast. Go away. Training must be working. I said, go away. Her pointed ears are bright red as she clutches everything to her chest. Without another word, she bolts down the hallway. You stay standing there for a moment, then continue on towards the lab, trying extremely hard not to think about what you saw. It's very difficult. Still, you feel a little closer to Dizzy now. Shit. It's kind of fucked up. Let's rest for today. Dizzy takes a good long rest. Something's happening again. Ooh. It's kind of funny, we can just ignore it every time. You knock on a door, but there's no response. Oh, again. Yeah, she's doing the same thing. Okay, yeah, it's just the same thing again. I guess she has these moments sometimes. I can't do this anymore. This seems a little lethargic. Does it mean she's hungry? Is that better now? Let's train. I don't know. I can't read her at all. She's just nothing. She doesn't even look anything. She doesn't have any emotion right now. She's restless. What are you looking at? I'm looking at you, I guess. Okay, restless. Doesn't mean she doesn't want rest. Maybe she wants to play? I mean, that fixed it, I guess. Let's train more. You know, she needs to be prepared, I guess. Do we rest today? The thing is, I think when she's good down and all on the floor and stuff, I think there's a bad event that happens due to the consequences of my actions, I assume. So maybe I did think it wrong. Maybe she needs to eat today. Some sugar again. We can try being like, oh yeah, train, then do something different. Train and do something different, you know? Maybe that makes her happy. Dizzy's looking at you eagerly. Okay. Eager to play? Maybe. She only has 14. Why am I here? Just to suffer, lady. To train, actually. After training, ooh, something's happening. She only has like 13 days left to live. You're heading back to your room after a long day of research when you notice the silhouette of a young girl crouched near the wall at the end of the hallway. As you get closer, Dizzy slowly looks up at you. Oh, welcome back. Dizzy? What are you doing here? She twiddles her thumbs. That is a good sign of not hating me, I guess. Waiting for you. For how long? She looks away. A while. You notice the way she's sitting awkwardly, legs tucked close to herself. Do you want to talk about something? She nods, then twifts a little. My legs went numb. From waiting, oh that's... You can have a share if you want to. You stare astonished before sighing softly and scooping her little frame up into your arms. Whoa! She stiffens up but doesn't resist as you carry her into your room. Oh, don't have sex please, that's not appropriate. Once inside, you carefully set her down on the edge of your bed. She sits there quietly while you put your chair closer. So, what do you want to talk about? Dizzy lowers her head. Her grip on your bed sheets tighten. She tenses up. Then suddenly, tears begin spilling down her face. You immediately get up from your chair and sit next to her. You turn a face to her, concerned. Hey, what's wrong? She tries to speak through uneven breathing and sniffles. Innocent, will you leave me? Without a hesitation, you answer, no. Do you regret choosing me? I mean, life chose you, I guess. I just fed random items. No. Her voice grows smaller. Do you hate me? No. Dizzy stares down at her lap for a long moment. Why not? Why? There's no reason to hate you, lady. You open your mouth to speak and then stop. You're caught off guard. The silence stretches for several seconds before you finally answer. I don't know. But I really don't hate you. Not even close. Dizzy doesn't look at you, but it's clear that she isn't fully convinced. There's a few seconds of silence that feels like an eternity. Yeah, like, why did we even get caught off guard? Like, is she actually doing bad things here? I have no idea. Okay. You stay beside her. The silence in the room is occasionally broken by her sniffing and your attempts at reassuring. Sniffling? Okay, I was so confused why she was sniffing. Yeah, sniffling is way more sane, I guess. Dizzy, you work hard. You try your best and that's all that matters. It's not really, but like, technically, I would say, I mean, it's kind of cool that she tries her best at least, you know? You're a lot stronger than you think, you know? She doesn't really respond to any of it. You struggle for a while, trying to figure out what to say next before you speak again. Maybe the way I feel about you is unconditional. Dizzy blinks through her puffy, teary eyes. What does that mean? It means who you are doesn't change. How much I care about you. And what you do doesn't make me stop caring either. Like, what does she do, man? She, as far as I know, she doesn't do anything bad. Dizzy wipes her tears away from the back of her hand, only for for new ones to well up. Is that true? Uh-huh. You feel your heart warm up as she slowly loosens her shoulders and leans sideways against you, wrapping both arms around your left arm. Innocent, I never want to lose you. I don't know, it seems like you're either dead or the whole world is dead in like 14 days or something, 2 weeks, dude. I don't want to leave your side. You gently reach to pat her head. Will we stay together forever? I mean, as long as forever is as long as we live, then yes. Innocent? That is without quotation marks. You hesitate, only briefly. We will. Dizzy closes her eyes, Several minutes pass like that before she finally pulls away and stands up. Thank you for reassuring me. She wipes at her eyes one last time before turning for the door. I'm going to sleep now. But I don't know if I won't wake up again in the middle of the night. Oh, okay, I was like, I don't know if I will wake up again. I understood it like that. I'm like, what the fuck? But no, she might just wake up and cry again. Then you can find me here. Yep, we're always here. Daisy looks at you for a moment before softly nodding. Okay. She slowly backs out into the hallway, even as the door closes between you both. Her eyes never leave yours. You feel a lot closer to Dizzy now. It kind of felt like she was scared and backing away from us, but I guess, yes. Maybe she was not scared and just feeling something else that I can't comprehend. I have no idea. Okay, what do we want to do today? We didn't train last time, right? We did something else, so let's train today. You need to be big and strong, lady, to save the world or something. And now we rest, I guess. Didn't seem like it was bad. Let's train more. And then we eat, because food is very important. Nothing much sugar. Man, lady, that's not good for you. Something's happening. She's evolving. Dizzy shows up for breakfast, but she doesn't touch her food. Yeah, because we just ate sugar, pure sugar. She sits perfectly still, staring at her plate with empty eyes. Or probably she has a stomach ache. I have that often, you know, when like at work people just give me too many sweets, and you know I can't hold myself back. And yeah, in the end I'm just getting a stomach ache before I even have a lunch, which is kind of fucked up. You know, I'm barely hungry then, and my stomach hurts, and I regret everything, but I just can't stop. She sits perfectly still, staring at her plate with empty eyes. You call her name, but she doesn't even blink. Oh shit. It would be easy for you if I wasn't here. Dude, our whole job is to make you be here. With that, she stands up and retreats to her room, locking the door behind her. Okay, she's in a good mood now. I guess having those thoughts make her happy. Good to know for us, I guess. So, you're in a good mood, so you can play. No, we did eat. You can train. Yeah. Something's happening. Oh, she's evolving again. Oh, Dizzy won't stop crying today. Oops. Guess that good mood was futile. Her door's locked, but you can hear her clearly behind it. She's mumbling in between sobs about how she's worthless and should die. Your persistent knocking is ignored, and she continues to cry until she passes out. Oh dear. Oh yeah. How do we fix that? Play. Is that a happy face? Oh, I hope so. After playing, a gentle flash of light illuminates the night sky as you're looking out the window. Glittery particles burst from the source. You feel your stomach drop. Right, this every day. Happiness doesn't last forever. Happiness from her being completely sad or what? This soon, huh? I have no idea. I really hope she makes it. 5 days left. A whole work week now. Okay, we did play though, right? Let's train, lady. You need to save the world somehow. And now we... Wait, she was in a good mood after eating, even though she kind of broke down after playing. Right? Let's rest though. Okay, we can train, then do something, then train again. I kind of would like to have the last day as something else than training, but that's our plan right now. Let's eat, lady. Okay, she doesn't care. Okay. Last day, you need to train. Tomorrow's the day that I have no idea what's gonna happen. The day has come. Almost as if on command, a familiar alarm blares through the corridors. You already know what it means. Dizzy bursts into the room, breath unsteady, eyes wide with panic. But then her expression hardens. The fear in her eyes gives way to determination as she realizes that this is the day she was preparing for. She gives you a silent nod. The both of you don't need to say anything. There's nothing left to say. Together, you rush out the lab, beyond the reinforced doors of the building. Outside, the sky burns a deep crimson red. The swirling clouds are parted by something pushing through the atmosphere. The ground trembles violently as the creature descends, its appendages tearing through the concrete pavements and asphalt roads. The sight is exactly the same as before, the same horror. You turn to face Dizzy, but she's already gone. She's already charging forward. This is what she was made for. Dizzy fades into the shadows. She's there one moment, gone the next. She strikes the creature repeatedly, silently, and precisely. It doesn't even know where to strike back. As she comes up behind the creature, your eyes meet hers. They're welling up with tears. Tears of fear, desperation, and frustration. Her weapon trembles. You can tell she's doing her best. But there's a fucking bot here. Let's murder that bitch. There we go. But just for a moment, Dizzy falters. We trained her. Too bad, I guess. She doesn't trust in us well, good enough, like maybe. One breath too long, one step too late. The ribbon breaks. The creature seizes this opening. In an instant, she's wrapped up in its appendages. The sound of her screams and crushing bones fill your ears as it grip tightens. Her body twists unnaturally, limbs folding, bones splintering. Blood tickets down from the corner of her mouth. Innocent. Her voice is breaking, but she forces out her final words. The stress got to me, and I feel so tired. I'm sorry. Those words echo over and over in your ear. And we fucked up. We fucking fucked up. I guess there's only one chance just to try again. But I have no idea, man. I tried my best. There's always no reaction. Sometimes he was just sad and I don't know. I couldn't, it must be part of my, reaction to my training, I guess, but I don't know. So setting. Okay, never mind. It's just audio. I thought maybe we can. Oh, wait a second. This time she's here. She wasn't here beforehand, I think. I thought it was just the same thing, like in the beginning. You can only watch as the creature rips her to shreds. I think it's the same. It's the same text though. If she couldn't save it, nothing else can. Yeah. And we pray, and it is the Groundhog Day. So I thought we could skip until there's some games where we can automatically skip the voice lines we already had, doesn't seem doesn't seem like it's the case here. Okay, what do we feed? Let's feed the most hard items, make her the most hard fighter. A rock. Is that a rock? A hunk of rock. Or maybe the sharpest needle. Can't make her gentle. I just noticed it's randomized. It's not the same selection as before. I had crystal shards. Crystal is more hard than a rock though, isn't it? I mean, depends on the rock and the crystal, I guess, but let's feed her crystals. You carefully place the item into a large syringe and seal it shut and stuff, and then we just do more things. Let's accelerate. Okay, let's see what we get to feed today. Snake skin, carrots. I mean, carrots. You could know, you may, you know, maybe it makes her mind stronger, you know. I don't know if snake skin is also cool, I guess. Let's go just for physical strength and not mental strength. I don't know what that means. Hyperactivity. There we go. Can we make it even? Ah, that would, you know. Charcoal. I mean, that's not hard. I think a hydrogen tank, the metal is quite hard, and there's hydrogen in it, which is the lightest object. She's just gonna float. Let's go and skip. Blah, 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 blah. Tungsten, tasty, very hard. I mean, gems are harder, but I want to feed a cube of tungsten just for the meme. Candy cat fur. Cat fur sounds so disgusting though. Let's go for the circuit board. Let's not skip anymore because I don't know if it skips dialogue that I don't have. Hey, 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 hey. A sweet voice and a chill air arouses you from your slumber. Not arouses, it rouses. Your drowsiness quickly subsides and your eyes snap open. This time it's different text actually, which is very interesting. Oh, it's Jelly. You see a girl standing before you. I didn't know she liked the rocks. I mean, actually, we didn't feed her rocks. Her short hair is pale blue, tied in little twin tails. She's wearing a rag of a dress scavenged from the lab and worn without thought. How's Yumi Jelly? I hope I said that last name right. The tactician. She tilts her head and a little in confusion. I am? Okay. Her eyes scan the room, searching for something or perhaps someone. Am I alone? You're not. You know exactly what she means. I see. If you weren't looking directly at her, you wouldn't have noticed the light in her eyes flicker even ever so slightly. But the clock is ticking. The time you have is short. She is your responsibility. Do you know what you're here to do? Yes. Then let's go. Okay. Maybe we need to figure out, you know, what makes her happy and not, because maybe I missed that last time, that she maybe she didn't like eating or something. Let's train first. Oh, look at that. Different images. I mean, it's a different person as well, but the whole thing is different, isn't it? Jelly hones her mind with hours of research and strategy work. She's restless. I wonder if anything is doing okay. I'm doing very okay, I guess. The thing is, I don't know if I misunderstand restless. I'm gonna Google restless. The definition. Restless. What does it say? And I nearly spilled my water here. Restless leg syndrome. That's not what I want. I just want the restless lady. The lady DuckDuckGo, you know. Meaning. There we go. Characterized by a lack of quiet response, a repose or rest. Not able to realize. Yeah, like if she's restless, we can't make her rest, right? Having is showing a persistent desire for change or action. Yeah, I don't think we can make her rest then. I mean, if she's restless, do we make her train? Or play? Let's train. Fuck it. And today we play. Jelly plays with some interesting toys. Sick. That's Factorio. Never played it. Something's happening. Oh, she's evolving. This morning, Jelly isn't diligently waiting for you like she usually is. And you find her in a room. She's passed out with a terribly thick book next to her. Okay, that's not a bad event, though. Guess she's sleeping in today. Okay. So I think nothing bad happened yet, yeah? Strange. Like, we didn't need to sleep now because, like, I think it automatically skipped, right? I hope. Not that we made her wake up now. After training, you notice Jelly sitting alone in the desk. At the desk, actually. Her back straight. Her gaze fixed on a scatter of notes she clearly isn't reading. When you approach, she doesn't look up. Jelly? She doesn't respond. You step closer. Are you reading that? She flips a page immediately, as if caught. Yes, of course. You take another step toward her. Why are you standing so close? You're being a little weird, so I was worried. Worried? That's not necessary. Forming unnecessary bonds will reduce efficiency. You're taken back by her cold words. Is that what you really think? That I'm just forming a bond? She finally lifts her eyes. Her gaze is dull and flat. Are you not? I'd also prefer if you didn't. Aw. I'm not destined for that. I'm here to fulfill a singular purpose. Anything beyond that is counterproductive. Please maintain a functional distance. Her words sting. You pull out the chair beside her and sit down. She stiffens immediately. Look, whatever you just said really hurt. Why are you pushing me away? She looks at you for a moment and looks away. It's pointless to understand. One day you will disappear, and I will remain. I mean, technically we both just died, don't we? At least last time. Speaking from experience here. You feel something sink in your chest. Jelly, I'm not going anywhere. An expression flickers across her face. Was it annoyance? Sadness? You can't tell. How would you know that? You don't make promises you can't keep. You reach out gently, but she immediately flinches away. No. Don't misunderstand. It's not your fault. I can't allow myself to get used to not being alone. Moments pass in silence. Neither of you say a word nor move. Her head is turned away from you. Shoulders tense. Fingers gripping the paper so tight, leaving it to tear. Slowly, carefully, you reach out again. Your hand reaches her shoulder. She stiffens but doesn't pull away. Why are you doing this? Her voice is so small it almost doesn't sound like her. Because you will be here as long as you are. How can you be so sure? She says that. She turns her head, meeting your gaze for the first time. Her breath catches. She can see it in your eyes. The weight of countless failures and lives she hasn't lived but somehow remembers. We're the same. I see. No wonder you look at me like that. She lowers her gaze and gently presses her hand over yours. The two of you stay like that in silence for a while. The distance between you feels smaller. As her other hand comes up to hold yours too, she exhales slowly. Sorry. I learned, so stay with me. And in that moment, she lets herself believe in you. You feel a little closer to Jelly now. Okay. So that's positive. You want to eat? Jelly munches happily on a huge chunk of meat. Happy. That is the first sign of emotion we hear in these events. A strange lady. Jelly hones her mind with hours of research and strategy work. She seems restless again. Let's train. Are the others okay? I don't know what restlessness, you know, I guess if someone's restless, it's best to just train, you know, because playing, I don't know if that helps, and eating and resting, especially resting doesn't help, I guess. Let's train, man. After training, a strange sound is coming from her room she retreated to for the rest of the day. Ah, wah, 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 wah. The sound becomes loud as you move closer. I mean, that's good. She's crazy. You knock on the open door to get her attention. Jelly? Yes? What are you doing? Communicating with my family. Oh, okay, okay. What? It's alien language, I guess. Huh? She looked at you with confusion. What was I doing? You were, communicating with your family. I was doing what? You were saying something weird and saying you were communicating with your family. Saying what? Oh, it was like, you know what? Never mind. Yeah. She has bipolar disorder, whatever it's called. Are you okay? I don't think I am. I could ask you the same thing. I genuinely do not remember what I was doing. You were, You facepalm and leave the room. She stares at you puzzledly as you leave her side. She's mental. Oh no. Somehow you feel even closer to Jelly now. That's good. Yo, so like, I feel like restlessness and training, you know, that never done anything good. She's not as unstable as Sleepy as it seems. She's just crazy. Let's rest for today. Jelly takes a good long rest, suffocating herself with her pillow. Great. I wonder if Innocent's doing okay. I'm fine, lady, man. I just have no idea what I'm doing here. Let's distract your mind by playing. And some Victoria. And then training! She's evolving again. Jelly won't do anything today but train. You'd have to pry that book off her cold, dead hands. Guess that's that. At least she's working hard. Today you eat, lady. We train again. After training, you're on your way back from your room after spending most of the day with Jelly. By the time you finally open the door, you're expecting to collapse straight into bed. Instead, you find Jelly sitting on the edge of it. She has one of her notebooks open in her lap and seems to be writing something down carefully. I don't know if it's just luck or my training plan or whatever, but Jelly seems way easier to handle than Sleepy. It was Sleepy though. Like, am I crazy? 1 second. It was Dizzy, not Sleepy. Oops. No one would notice that, I hope. It was Dizzy. It wasn't Sleepy. The moment she notices you, she calmly shuts the notebooks. Hello, Innocent. How may I help you? She's a fucking servant. What the fuck? You stare at her, dumbfounded at her and her question. Hello, Jelly. How may I help you? Great question, actually. You close the door behind you slowly, still trying to process the fact that she's somehow occupying your room before you even got there. Jelly straightens her posture slightly before starting. I've noticed that I've been having a problem with myself lately. For some reason, I keep feeling compelled to enter your room. She's trespassing. I also find myself observing you while you work in the lab. Oh shit. We can't do that, Jelly. You're too young. You blink, stunned. I'm inclined to believe that you're poisoning me somehow. What? That makes me really upset. Lady, you're just crazy, I think. You open the mouth to deny the accusation. You're not sure what explanation you could possibly come up with that. You shouldn't be flattering yourself. Like the possibility of her being attached to you. But before you can respond, Jelly quietly continues. I'm kidding. Wow. I know I'm becoming attached to you. Okay, wow, you fucking startled me, lady. Oh. Jelly looks down at her notebook for a moment. It's a surprisingly enjoyable feeling. I think I should get used to it. You're still trying to think of a response when she continues speaking again before you can. You consistently take care of me. You make time for me even when you're busy. And you never seem particularly bothered by my presence. You try to interject. Jelly, which is why... She continues directly over you. If you ever leave me, I'd probably make your world a living hell. It would severely disrupt my daily comfort. I knew it. She was crazy, man. She says it with the same tone someone would use discussing the weather or some other disposable topic. Yeah, she's gonna murder us. But luckily, we're not leaving here. We're just gonna die. It's all fine. You aren't entirely sure whenever to love or feel threatened. Jelly keeps talking. You're a very interesting person. Reliable too. You have a good mindset and a point of view. I enjoy existing around you. But you can feel yourself getting more and more overwhelmed by her uninterrupted stream of words. Once she seems satisfied with everything she wants to say, she stands and smooths out her dress. Anyway, I head back to my room. She takes a step towards the door before glancing back slightly. Unless you want me to stay with you. I don't know. You barely even have time to react before she immediately talks again. I'm kidding. Good night, innocent. Good thing I don't have to answer that. Then she quietly leaves the room without turning back once. The door clicks shut behind her. You stand there in silence for a long moment afterwards, still trying to process the entire conversation. When you finally do process it, you feel a lot closer to Jelly now. Yeah, I mean, I guess we do. Lethargic. You need to rest. You need to eat. Let's Google lethargic. Definition, please. Lethargic. What does it mean? Characterized by lethargy. Great. Thank you, DuckDuckGo. Pertaining to, affected with, or resembling lethargy. Great. Morbidly drowsy, dull, heavy, or similar. Sluggish, slow. Okay, we're gonna sleep then. We're gonna sleep, lady. Let's rest. Train. Oh, crap. Something's happening. Crap. You overslept. Oh, okay. I thought we said crap on the thought of something happening. Now Jelly's refusing to talk to you. Shit. Fuck. She's gonna murder us, isn't she? Did we train? No, we did rest, right? Let's train. Play. Train. Eat. Why am I here? Oh shit. She's getting emotional. Oh. You're here to play. A terrifying crash wakes you up. A giant trampoline is falling from the sky. What the fuck? Jelly can't help but to jump on it. Yippee! It's like the German kid with like the cola, you know. There goes all of your time for the day. I mean, she's at least physically doing something, you know, training her body, I guess. What are you looking at? I'm looking at this sheet here to train you. I think that was a good thing. Like, she seemed down, so we made her play Victoria. I think that's a positive response for that. After training, a gentle flash. Wait. Fuck, is it time already? of light illuminates the night sky as you're looking out the window. Jittery. Particles burst from the source. You feel your stomach drop. Oh no, I forgot. Right, this everyday happiness doesn't last forever. This soon, huh? I really hope she makes it. 5 days left, yeah, oops. Did we train last time or did we play last time? I forgot. I always forget when I read something. Oh, let's train again, whatever. Good mood. That means she can train again. Good mood, then she can train again. Okay, now she needs to eat. And then last day, we fucking train. Boom! The day has gone. Almost as if on command, the familiar alarm blasts through the corridors. We already know what it means. Jelly burst into the room, breathing unsteady, eyes wide with panic. But then her expression hardens, and the fear in her eyes gives way to determination as she realizes that this is the day she was prepared for. She gives you a silent nod. Both of you don't need to say anything, there's nothing left to say. Together you rush out to the lab, beyond the reinforced doors out of the building. Outside, the sky burns a deep crimson red. The swirling clouds are parted by something pushing through the atmosphere. The ground trembles violently as the creature descends, its appendages tearing through the concrete pavements and asphalt roads. The sight is exactly the same as before, the same horror. But you turn to face Jelly, but she's already gone. She's already charging forward. This is what she was made for. Jelly zips through the air around the creature, her movements almost weightless. She was just reading books. How is she now trained with her body? Dizzy was like training her body at least, you know. Every attack it throws lands on the empty ground as she's already one step ahead. I'm always 5 steps ahead, you know. Tiny shards of blue conjure from her palms and scatter into the air before striking its core from every direction. You catch a glimpse of her face through the haze. Her eyes are darting around faster than you can follow. Oh no, we're gonna... Oh, she's dead. But for just one moment, Jelly falters. One breath too long, one step too late. The rhythm breaks. And she's just fucked up, man. The creature seizes the opening in an instant. She's wrapped by its appendages. The sound of her screams and crushing bones fill your ears as its grips tightens. Her body twists unnaturally, limbs folding, bones splintering. Blood trickles from the corner of her mouth. Innocent! Her voice is breaking, but she forces out her final words. The stress got to me. I think whatever, it actually doesn't matter. I actually skipped. We fucked up. Is there even a way to win this? You know, maybe we're not supposed to form a bond. So, you know, they're just concentrated on the mission. Doesn't matter her mental state, just train and train them. Let's try that out. Skip. Ja, I'm innocent. Okay. What do you get? I mean, maybe we have to actually know candy. I don't know. Maybe we need to actually know what to feed them and the rest doesn't matter. Let's go cards this time. A circuit bar. The safety pin. Hydrogen. Only bad choices, I feel like. Shards with T. Oh, hey, and stuff. Good thing I stopped the skipping. So it does definitely skip things that we haven't had. And this time it's not Tenma. Not Tenma. It is Amber. You see a girl standing before you. Her silver hair shines in the dim light of the lab. Her haircut is short and blunt, but an adorable hairpin in the shape of a red heart adorns her fringe. She's wearing a rag of a dress scavenged from the lab and worn without thought. You remember the notes about this girl? Your Amber Amane? Maney? How the fuck do you say that, man? The Brawler. Yeah? So you're the guy? Where do we start? We're starting with training. We only train every day for your whole life until you die, presumably. Her eyes dart across the room, searching for something or for someone. What? Where's everyone? You know exactly what she means, but how do you reply to her? As you think she catches a gloominess in your gaze. Oh, never mind. If you weren't looking directly at her, you would have noticed the light in her eyes flickers ever so slightly. The mood feels heavier than it was just been a moment ago, but she's still smiling. But the clock is ticking, time you have is short. She's yours of responsibility, and we're gonna make her into the born killer. Do you know what? Oh, it's us actually. Do you know what you're here to do? Yeah. Then let's go. Train. Bum! Okay, she's punching. Amber practices her strength by beating up a huge punching bag. She's in good mood, so she can punch more. She can punch more. She can punch more. After training, you sit across from Amber at the dinner table while she aggressively squeezes her whole lemon with her tiny hands on the plate of oysters far beyond that what should probably be considered edible. I think that's the feeling, you know, she says lemon. I don't know if that is an actual part of her law that she likes lemons. But maybe that's, you know, we have to actually feed them stuff, and we have to remember shit, you know? Like she has lemons, she likes probably the candy hearts, you know? To turn into the born fighter that we want. Actually, oopsie. I'm gonna write that down. Let's try to make Amber the born fighter. Okay, she's oops, heart. Let's say there. Heart. Lemon. Okay, we have heart, lemon, and the rest we don't know yet. The lab gets these imported fresh every week, just for me, you know? I'm aware you mention it every single time. Because it's important. She proudly points her two-pronged fork at you. Do you know how expensive these are? Yes. Me neither. Once, okay. She immediately inhales 2 oysters at once. Oh yeah, the oysters are very expensive. I thought the lemons. Yeah, they taste expensive. I've eaten oysters. Raw, they just taste like fucking ocean. They basically, I feel like, taste basically the same as fucking surströmming. Just like strong ocean, you know? It's kind of disgusting. But cooked, they're fucking tasty. Also, one second, I don't know the English word of that. Mussel. English. It is mussel. Okay, it's apparently just mussel. They're also very tasty. I like mussels in general. And oysters or mussels just cooked, very nice. But not raw, please don't. I hate that. You know? You're going to scare off the 2 oyster supplies that exist. No way. We probably make up 3/4 of their sales, yeah. Probably, she grins smugly before continuing. Honestly, they'd actually never survive against the 4 of us. 4 of us? You freeze and blink. Amber doesn't seem to notice your reaction. We had this oyster competition last week and I won. They're all dead, Amber. Well, The blue girl came really close, but I still won the blue girl. She means jelly, or? She happily swings her legs under the chair as she talks. One of them threw up after two. It was so funny. I told her not to try competing with me when it comes to seafood. Okay. Amber continues speaking casually like she's recounting an ordinary memory from just a few days ago. 1 second. I had to burp there. And then we all got yelled at because apparently we weren't supposed to order that many. We're like banned from making personal orders now. But they're gonna forget eventually. We're planning for mussels next before the a confused look crosses her face. Amber? She blinks rapidly. Yeah, before we all die. Huh? What were you talking about? She stares at you blankly. I genuinely have no idea. Repressed memories, man. She laughs. Wait, what was I saying? You were talking about some oyster competition. Was I? She tilts her head. Weird, I don't remember that happening. The casualness of her voice unsettles you more than the story itself. Amber taps her fork against her plate thoughtfully. Maybe I'm finally losing it. Yeah. Finally? Rude. Then just as quickly as before, this strange moment passes. Anyway, next week we're supposed to import tuna too. You think the outside world still has a live tuna? Judging by the state of the sea, probably not. Ah, man. She pouts her cheeks out dramatically. She goes right back to eating and rambling about food shipments like nothing ever happened. But later that night, long after the conversation ends, you still can't stop thinking about the way she spoke. Lady, you're gonna train. And train. Oh shit, she fought something. But you're gonna train. After training, you hear a loud clang coming from her room. Amber's crouched on the floor with a broken leg or a metal chair in her hands. Sweat runs down the side of her head. She's panting heavily, but still flashes you a cheeky grin when she catches you in her vision. A grin. She's happy about constantly training, I guess. Don't worry, I don't lose to furniture. Chair just picked the wrong fight. Sure, good spirit at least, despite her energetic comment. Her movements seem restless and unsettled. You good? Why wouldn't I be? Just my fault is for a fraction of a second. Everything is going as planned. Nothing is going wrong at all. And tomorrow I want a huge breakfast to prepare me for my super hard training. You do that for me, won't you, innocent? I will, Amber. In every single timeline? Oh, she knows? You freeze. Just kidding. She bends the metal leg effortlessly, folding it in half and placing it gently on the ground next to her. She props her palms on the ground, stretches her legs and leans back. Not like I care. The me right now is only in this one. I don't even know about what happens outside this lab, let alone some alternative universe. Tee. And I sure don't feel anything or dream of anything that would remind me of. Cut her off by putting her into an embrace. Why, hey, I could beat you up right now, innocent. You wouldn't stand it. As the end of her thread trails off, the stiff muscles in her body loosen as she melts. She doesn't say a word after that, but returns to Jester with her tiny arms barely wrapping around you. You don't even want to think about what she may know. This is enough. You feel a little closer to Amber now. Let's train, lady. You think? No, train. I wanna... Yeah, Oh, something's happening. Okay, we can play, I guess. Amber vigorously shakes you awake. Look, come out! You groggily take her hand. She leads you into a room filled with cats. Meow. 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 The cat Free is currently talking. Amber spends the entire day playing with her newfound friends. Amber seems a little lethargic. That means you have to train. And train more. And train more. And train more. Okay, there we go. And then, damn. But she's a machine now, man. You're heading back to your room for the night when something strikes your lower back when you with the force of a collapsing star. Yeah, she's kind of strong right now, and we're completely disintegrated now. You stumble forward, choking on your own spit. Behind you, Amber laughs. Welcome back. You slowly turn around, clutching your lower back. You almost snapped me in half. Oops. She's great. Sorry. I had to cough there. The apology sounds incredibly half-hearted. You narrow your eyes at her. You're not sorry at all. Maybe. She grins, then immediately points down the hallway. You're going to bed? I was planning on it. Amber clasped her hands together dramatically. Too bad. I will be talking to you first. You already know resistance is futile. A few minutes later, the two of you are in your room. Amber drops herself onto the edge of your bed while you lean against your desk. At first, she's still smiling like usual, swinging her legs casually. The smile fades a little as she opens her mouth to speak. I've been kind of stressed lately. Oh, that means you have to work more. It's fine. You stare at her for a moment. A little? Amber immediately points at you threateningly. I will break your back. You raise your hands in submission. Sorry, continue. She huffs, then folds her arms. I don't know what's wrong with me lately. I keep crashing out at night before bed. Her voice gets quieter. And it's becoming more common lately. What are you crashing out about? Amber slumps slightly. That's the thing, I don't know. It's always something stupid. She starts continuing on her fingers. Warm pillow, dropping a pencil, bad food. She groans, burying her face in her hands. I feel insane. Maybe you are, lady. You watch her for a moment, thinking. I'm not a therapist, but maybe you haven't really been giving yourself an outlet for your emotions. Work is the perfect outlet for your emotions. You have to work more. Amber peeks through her fingers. What does that mean? Don't hit me, but you're always smiling. And it kind of feels like you force yourself to bottle everything else up. Amber slowly lowers her hand, placing them on her chin. She seems to be thinking about it. I thought it was normal. Not really. It's normal for people to have problems. Amber looks unconvinced. You don't really seem negative though. Last week I got genuinely upset because I overcooked my tenderloin steak. Oh yeah, that happened. Exactly. You fold your arms. Amber stares down at the floor for a while before speaking again. I just don't want to bring you down, I guess. Her fingers tighten against the edge of the bed. And I feel bad whenever I'm not really myself around you. I mean, there's also part of yourself, I think. Sometimes you're just different and it's also part of you. Tilting your head, you glance at her. Honestly, it's more worrying watching you try to be happy all the time. She looks up at you. Being sad sometimes is part of being a human. Amber opens her mouth, then pauses, then points at herself. But I was born in a pod. So like, not exactly a human. I mean, human-like. Oops, that's awkward. The next few seconds that pass are also really awkward. Amber breaks the silence by laughing. Yeah, she's doing it again. Haha, okay. I get what you mean. The room settles into a quieter atmosphere after that. Amber stretches her arms before looking back at you. I try relying on you more. You're really reliable, you know. Reliable? I'm just making it work every day, dude. I'm kind of lucky you're around. Her grin returns, softer this time. I care about you a lot. And if anything tries to kill you, I tear it to shreds. She imitates a feral cat going crazy on a scratching pose. You can't help but laughing. Thanks. Amber hops off the bed, a grin still on her face. She twirls around cutely and glances at you. Okay, that's all I wanted to talk about. Good night. She heads toward the door energetically, and then accidentally slams it shut behind her hard enough to shake the wall. A split second later, the door swings open again. Sorry, good night. This time she closes it very carefully. You stare at the door for a moment after she leaves, then quietly smile to yourself. You feel a lot closer to Amber now. Let's train. And train. And train. And train. What should I do today? You train. And train. Amber's looking at you eagerly. You train. Something's happening. Ooh. You awaken to the deafening blare of fire truck sirens. What? Oh no. You quickly make your way outside. You see a building opposite to the lab engulfed in flames that, despite the fire trucks, don't seem to be dying out. Amber walks up beside you. Don't worry, they won't see me. Amber walks away towards the bank. You let her have fun for today. What? Okay. I mean, she didn't like the house, I hope. I mean, it doesn't matter. The world's just gonna come to an end regardless. After training? Ah, okay. That's whatever. It's day 5. I can't do this anymore. No, you can. Look, you can. You know, that just proves it. So stop these thoughts. Oh, this is the same thing. Okay, that's interesting. We never had that before. The day has come. And she's very trained. Let's see what happens. I have the feeling the main ingredient that we're missing is still the food that we give them. I guess. We're gonna see. We tried to not bond to her at all, but I mean, she still bonded to us, I guess. Couldn't do anything about that. You know, but at least we trained a lot compared to the others. The day has come. Almost as if on command, a familiar alarm blazes through the corridors. You already know what that means. Amber bursts into the room, breathing unsteady, eyes wide with panic. But then her expression hardens. The fear in her eyes gives way to determination, and she realizes that this is the day she was preparing for. She gives you a silent nod. There's nothing left to say, and we go outside. Let's see how she's doing. The side is exactly the same as before, the same horror. You turn to face Amber, but she's already gone. She's already charging towards. This is what she was made for. Amber crashes into the creature head-on, staggering it with overwhelming power. With her every tag, the ground tremors and the air ripples. The creature swings its appendages in retaliation, but she catches it with sheer strength, shoving it away with a roar. You catch a glimpse of her face through the haze. That's kind of a rain. An unwavering fire burns in her eyes. And she's gonna fuck up. Oh no. But just for a moment, Amber falters. One breath too long. One step too late. The ribbon breaks. And she's fucked up. Nothing we can do. She just says her name one last time. And then we're gonna start a new game. Ooh. There we go. Let's try to build Amber again. Yeah. I don't fucking know, man. What is Amber like? Jasmine flower. Star-shaped candy. I mean, I think star-shaped candy is for jelly, isn't it? And this cat fur, the color seems to be for for Lumi ish. Maybe she likes several limbs, or just like jasmine flower. Let's give her a severed limb. The heart-shaped candy, that's what we wanted. Lemon, she did like the lemons. The bugs, that was for, actually, let's make more notes so that we know. The bugs were for Dizzy. Dizzy. Bug. I don't know who likes carbs or raw meat. I mean, actually, raw meat. Amber liked raw meat, but it was muscles and not like that kind of meat. Maybe that's good for her. Peaches. Go rock. I don't fucking know. We should have maybe tried the other options, so we see what she likes. But we didn't do that, I guess. Snake skin? Peach, I guess, whatever. But what? Okay. We got dizzy. How did that happen? Oops. She looks like she's about to cry. Is something different? Invertrator. Dizzy. What if we just rest every day? She doesn't stop crying. Okay. Okay, I think that's new actually. Oops. Dizzy won't stop crying today. Her door's locked, but you can still hear clearly behind it. She's mumbling in between sobs about how she's worthless and should die. The persistent knocking is ignored and she continues to cry until she passes out. Never mind. We are at that already. Good thing we have stats actually. What? Okay, eating sugar. Let's give a note for Dizzy to sugar. Maybe there's something. Steak. I don't know if that is a favorite food now. But we have that. I'm gonna write that down then. Question mark? Steak question mark? And I hope I can read my notes afterwards. Yeah. Actually, let's skip. We had this already, you know? Stats. What if we try to make everything even? Do we have this? Did we? Yeah, I think we did. Train. Play. Bugs. Yeah, bugs. You knew about the bugs. I forgot. What did it say? I think apparently after every third thing we did, it gave us a thing, you know, like an event. Log. Oh, isn't that new? Something's happening. At breakfast, Dizzy seems to be spacing out. Dizzy? Earth to Dizzy. I don't want to do this anymore. As those words leave her mouth, she starts to tremble. Her breathing becomes shallow and uneven. Before you react, she shrinks back and curls in on herself, murmuring apologies over and over again. You try to shake her out of it, But fail. Before you know it, the day's already over. Okay. I guess she doesn't like playing. Okay, let's eat. Do we have this? Oh, that's so long. Yeah, we had this with the Yaitni and stuff. We're gonna check it out if we actually had that though. It's a long one. Yep, we had this definitely. Yep. Let's train, play, rest, eat, play, train, and rest. You know. Oh, there was something. Terrible mood. Okay, whatever. That seems worse than what we had before. Yeah. What was it? Yeah, we had this. Maybe they need specific stats. I don't know though. 2 days left. Oh shit. We can't make it even. It's to rain today. And rest tomorrow. Let's see. Yep, she's just dead. Okay, well, we don't have that much on Dizzy, just bug, like that she likes bugs. And sugar and steak I have on there. I don't know. I'm trying to get the Ember again, I guess. We didn't even have whom yet, actually. We didn't even have Lumi yet. Okay, Lemon. John Lennon. Oh, I don't know. Does Amber like cards? Dizzy likes bugs. Flower. I have the feeling I'm gonna get Lumi now. Crystal shards, beans. I don't know, man. Charcoal. I don't fucking know. I just have lemon and heart right now. The rest. It's pink safety pin. Whew. Yeah, we got Ember at least. You know. What do you like to eat? Actually, shit. Forgot. I'm looking at the stats here. Eat. What do you like to eat? Hamburgers. Okay. That's something. What do you play with? Building blocks. Is that tungsten cubes, maybe? She's just resting normally, okay. So what if we just eat instead of making things happen? Ding dong. The sound of the doorbell wakes you up. Without even thinking about whether or not you have a doorbell in the lab, you run to get it. Surprise, it's a delivery man. He's here with 9 large pizza Amber's dressed his order just now. Amber spends the rest of the day stressed eating all the pizzas. Is that new? Oh, that is new. You find Amber balancing on top of a ladder near one of the damaged ceiling panels in the hallway. A toolbox hanging from one arm while she struggles to force a loose pipe back in place with the other. Amber? She nearly slips at the sound of your voice, but quickly catches herself. Whoa, see? Totally under control. The pipe suddenly snaps loose with a loud clang that echoes through the hallway. okay, maybe mostly under control. You notice several other parts of the hallway that had already been repaired. Cracked tiles carefully plastered over, loose ceiling panels secured properly back into place. Did you do all this by yourself? Obviously. She hops down from the ladder with a grin. Who else is gonna do it besides this stuff is easy? I'm strong, remember? Before you can respond, she grabs to the toolbox again and starts toward a broken section of the ceiling. You've been doing this all day? Uh-huh. Keeps me busy, she says casually, but her steps look uneven. My throat's getting dry. I don't have anything to drink anymore here. Only when she reaches for another loose panel, you notice her hand trembling. Amber, stop for a second. Huh? She turns too quickly. The metal panel slips from her grip and crashes onto the floor. Ugh. The sharp inhale she tries to suppress gives her away immediately. You step closer. You're hurt. No, I'm not. She laughs nervously and waves her hand dismissively. It's just so, that doesn't count. Your arm is bleeding. It will heal. You grab her. Look at her. That gives me PTSD here. You grab her wrist before she can pull away. A long scrape runs across her forearm, surrounded by bruising that is already beginning to darken. Why are you hiding this? Because it's not a big deal. You pushed yourself until you got hurt. So what? Her voice rises. I can handle it. You don't always have to act like everything's fine. Well, what else am I supposed to do? The words leave her fast and louder than she intended. Silence settles heavily between you both. Amber immediately looks away. Whatever. You catch her shoulders tense. The irritation on your chest fades almost immediately. Sorry. She doesn't answer. Fucking help her, man. I'm not mad that you got hurt. I just don't like seeing you run yourself into the ground. Amber stays quiet for a while before finally sitting down against the wall. Against the wall, actually. It's easier if I keep moving. Her voice is much smaller now. If I stop thinking about all this stuff for too long, weird things start creeping back in. You sit beside her. What kind of things? She curls her knees and closer to herself. Dreams, mostly. There are always 3 other people there. I can never seem to see them clearly, but somehow her fingers tighten slightly against her sleeves. They feel important, like I'm supposed to know them. She lets out a weak laugh. Kinda stupid, right? I keep expecting something else and feeling like my entire existence is off. You quietly look away. The flies in the lab told you everything already. The fires, actually. But you swallow the thought before it can reach your mouth. They're probably just bad dreams. Amber watches your expression carefully, like she's trying to see whatever you really believe that. Eventually, she sighs. Maybe, probably. You open the med kit beside you and begin cleaning the scrape on her arm. She flinches once but doesn't complain. Ow! You say that like you weren't trying to fix half of the lab by yourself. Maybe I was. She laughs darkly. Once you finish wrapping the bandage, Amber leans lightly against your shoulder. Neither of you say anything for a while after that. You simply stay beside her, and as you do, you feel a little closer to Amber now. Play. Wait, is that new? I think this is new. 1 second. There we go. Amber plays with some building blocks. After playing, you were supposed to train more with Amber now, but she never shows up. You end up wandering nearly the entire lab before finally hearing a faint rustling sound behind one of the storage closets near the back halls. You carefully open the door. Amber's curled up inside between stacks of supply boxes surrounded by empty snack wrappers. Snacks? Let's write that down. maybe. Her face is buried in her sleeves. Her shoulders shake slightly. Amber? Her head jerks upwards slightly. Instantly, for a split second, her eyes widened in panic. Before you can react, something slams into your jaw. Oh man, she knocks us out. Everything goes blank. Fuck, we're dead. The first thing you feel is warmth. The second is something wet dripping onto your shirt. She's waterboarding us. A familiar voice that reaches you through the haze. Wake up, innocent. Please, wake up. Your eyes slowly open. The lab ceiling comes into focus first. Then Amber's face hovering above ears. Her eyes are red and swollen. Tears stream down her cheeks without stopping. The moment she realizes you're awake, she lets out a broken gasp. She's like, shit, he's not dead. You idiot. She immediately throws herself onto the chest, clutching your shirt tightly. I thought I killed you. I thought your brain exploded or something. Your head throbs painfully. Yeah, it did, kinda. Ow. Amber sobs hard at the sound of your voice. Yeah, we're like disabled now. We can't move our legs anymore, man. Don't scare me like that. You punched me. I know. Her voice cracks. I didn't mean to. You just suddenly appeared and I panicked and then... She buries her face against you again. I'm glad you're alive. You slowly lift a hand. Luckily, we didn't train her that much this time. And awkwardly pat her hand. Her hair is an absolute mess. After a while, her crying starts to calm down. Amber sniffles loudly before suddenly pulling back and staring at you very seriously. Wait. What if you still have brain damage? You blink at her. What? Without warning, she smacks the side of your head. That doesn't help. You immediately recoil. Ow! Her eyes light up with relief. Okay, good. Your brain still works. That's your test? Yeah. She wipes her face with her sleeves. If it hurts, you're probably fine. I don't think that's medically accurate. Too bad. Despite everything, a tiny grin returns to her face. The two of you remain sitting on the floor outside the storage closet for a little while longer. Eventually, Amber stands and stretches her arms. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Probably a good idea. She hesitates for a moment before lightly tugging your sleeve. Amber giggles. You part ways for the night soon after. Only later do you realize you never actually asked what was wrong, or why she was hiding and crying in the storage closet. Still, somehow, you feel a little closer to Amber now. I don't fucking know what to do. We barely trained. Maybe we need to train at some point. Eat. Play. After playing, you had, you know, oh no, we had that already. Oops, never mind. We're not reading that. She kills us again. She's fucking brutal, man. Fucked up. So much domestic abuse. We did have that, right? Sorry. Oh, the slamming and door. Yeah. Rest? Oh shit. Oh, the fire truck. Ah. Boom. Eat. I don't fucking know, man. I feel like this is kind of random. Oops, is that new? I thought new. Didn't we eat today? Meat? Let's write down meat. Yes, always hamburger, sugar steak. Oh man, I've also wrote steak on Dizzy already. Okay, let's read this though. Day 22, something's happening. A wonderful smell of grilled meat wakes you up. Amber's in the kitchen grilling enough burgers for a family of 9. Would you like a serving? That means there's still 8 more for her. You don't not defeatedly join her in a very long and large breakfast. That goes all the time for today. Day 23, something's happening. This morning you find Amber already in the training room. She's punching the training dummies with great fury. With great furies. You think that if you go any closer she might punch you instead. Oh yeah, she already did that. She has a track record. You leave her to her training today. What do we want to do? Let us play. And 1 time more. Shit, 5 days. Rest. Okay, let's do everything once. Bum, 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 bum. And she dies, isn't she? I don't fucking get it. Let's maybe try to get Lumi. You know, maybe if each of them just has 2 things they like, and we have to deduct, you know, what else we have to give them, you know. Okay, skip. She's dead. Who cares? Whatever. Yeah, I'm innocent. Hairballs. Peaches. Rocks. And there's several, actually charcoal. Oh shit, there's another safety pin. Shit. It's Ember again. What did we give her? We didn't give her lemons, we didn't give her a heart, but like, I mean, I guess like, you know, the most of the things we gave her must have been her. I don't know what though. Let's ignore her for every day. That's easy. Wait a second. Let's try that again. And not skip it this time. What? Yeah, whatever. This doesn't matter. First of all, that wasn't 30 days, and she just died, and there was new things that happened. Maybe she likes severed limbs. She likes punching stuff. Cat fur. I feel like that's probably not hers. Maybe she likes chocolate as well. Who do we get now? Oh shit, definitely not bugs. There we go. Great. Ah, okay, we can actually see, we can backtrack, I forgot. Hello, hello. A gentle shake on your shoulder from a small hand and a wisp of cold air wakes you from your slumber. Your drowsiness quickly subsides and your eyes snap open. You see a girl standing before you. Its silky blonde hair is tied into 2 cute buns, and a hairpin of a 4-pointed star adorns the side of her head. She's wearing a rag of a dress and stuff. You remember the notes about this guy. You're Kanakalumi, the marksman. Huh? Oh, I know. I scan the room, searching for something or perhaps someone. I'm alone? You're not. You know exactly what she means. Oh. If you weren't looking directly at her, you wouldn't have noticed the light in her eyes flicker ever so slightly. But the clock is ticking. The time you have is short. She's your responsibility. What about the... You cut her off? There's no time to explain? Nor would it be any benefit to her if you did. I'm gonna be right back though. I'm gonna get something to drink. And also pee. Hello? I wanted a snack as well, but I only found some chocolate that is... I mean, there's 100% chocolate. There's good 100% chocolate out there, but this one is fucking strong. I don't really like it too much, but I still have a little bit over, and I was craving some snacks, so I hope this is gonna satisfy my desire. It's strong. It's fucking strong, man. I think there's also 100% chocolate out there, which is like pretty mild. Probably depends on the ratio of things that are contained in chocolate, which they put in there. It also said notes: chocolate woody, full bodied. Yeah, it kind of feels a woody, more like charcoaly, to be honest. I have an idea though. I want to try. It's a little bit late. There's only a little bit left over, but I'm gonna be fucking right back. I'm gonna fucking put some milk in a fucking mug, and then I'm gonna do the disgusting American way that I microwave it, and I put the chocolate in there in the hopes that maybe I can could turn it into something cool. 1 second, actually. We need to test this out now. I'm gonna figure that out. I was slightly worried that my mug also is gonna explode in there, but it looks good. It looks good for now. Actually, 1 second. I'm gonna have to put on my beer back screen again. Not that people think that I'm actually here. I'm doing important scientific stuff, you know. I think this is warm enough now. Melt the chocolate, potentially. Oh yeah, this does work. It's kind of crazy though. I have just a half mug of milk here, and also like usually it takes roughly two to 2.5 minutes to heat up the meat, which isn't frozen, you know. But it took 1.5 minutes to heat up this half mug of milk, which is kind of crazy, I think. Not expected. It doesn't really dissolve though. It's very chunky. It wasn't a good idea, maybe. But at least I could fix this. I have cacao powder here. Maybe. Was worth a try. Better than having to eat this. It was definitely not meant to dissolve into milk. I think it's too hot to drink now, right now, though. Oh yeah, I shouldn't. I'm gonna burn my tongue. Yeah, at least it's dissolved-ish. Shit, that was a fucking bad idea. Okay, whatever. Let's continue. Do you know what you're here to do? Oh, that's actually me that's saying it. I do. Then let's go. I don't know. Train, dude. Okay. Let's say actually make some notes on Looney. Lumi gun. She's a sharpshooter. Is she the one that likes the circuit bar? It doesn't say anything, right? T-Rain. Oh shit. Oops. Didn't want to. It's lethargic, so he gobbles down some nutrition blocks and washes it down with a vitamin drink. Food means then she doesn't care. From what it looks like, she doesn't have any favorite food too. She could eat rocks. I don't fucking know. Rest. Good long rest. After resting, Lumi has been tinkering with a gun at the repair table for hours. You think it malfunctioned, but you don't really know because she didn't tell you. You pull up a chair beside her, but she barely looks up before waving you off, actually. You're a distraction, go. So you leave. An hour later, you return and find her in exact the same place, still working on the weapon. What's wrong with it? It ain't got fuel in it. No response, you try again. Lumi? She doesn't even look at you. You can't help me anyway. Let me try. No. You can sit I can sit next to you. No. You glance at her parts on the table. I probably know how to fix guns. Doesn't Jelly have a gun? No, it was Lou. I don't remember who had the shotgun. 1 second. We need scientific Googling here. Oh, they're called was it Lumi? Shot? Was it? That's probably the fucking wrong person, right? No, it isn't. But I feel like it wasn't Lumi. Wasn't there another? I think there was another person that had wasn't even a Remington that had a shotgun. Okay, that's this game, yeah. There we go, face connect. It shows Lumi, I guess. I thought it wasn't Lumi, but I guess it was. I was so sure, wasn't I? Whatever, I guess it's her. Oh, no, okay, I wrote her name. Maybe if I just say shotgun face connect. That's why it showed Looney, because I wrote her name. Yeah, it was Sheena. Yeah, it was definitely Sheena. She had a gun. Okay. Yeah, I think it was Sheena that had a gun. Let's Google it. Oh, she has 2 eyes, isn't it? Sheena shotgun face connect. I'm so sure it must have been Sheena. Shotguns are household items. That sounds very much like she owns a shotgun, doesn't it? I don't fucking know. I thought there would be like immediate information on this. There we go. That was Sheena, right? Forbidden. Great. Fuck you. Yeah, there's Sheena down there. Okay, whatever. I'm correct. I didn't know Louis has guns as well. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't watch them. Maybe it's just also part of the game here. I said I can handle it. So you leave again. Another hour passes before you come back once more. When you return, she's still at it, but the gun is now in her hand. She clicks something into place, then finally exhales. Done? Yeah. Was it a jam? A marmalade, actually. Yep. Hold chamber. Yep. Focus ring or focus coil. She pauses. What the hell? Coil. She turns her head towards you, fully for the first time. Why didn't you say something earlier? I was trying like 10 different fixes. I tried, but well... A moment of silence passes, then Lumi lets out a long, exhausted sound and leans back in her chair. Ah, sorry. I just missed you too much. It's fine. It was your time anyway. Besides, you did end up fixing it in the end. Yeah, you learned things, man. That's what it happens if you do things on your own. Kind of learn things with that. You get to know your gun a little bit more. But, you know, actually reading up on things kind of accelerates that progress, I would say. You know, that's why people usually don't just try everything out without, you know, researching upon it. You know, researching really helps. Yeah, but I listen next time, Innocent. That's why also doing school and shit helps, kind of, I would say, you know. Accelerate your progress. You put a hand on her shoulder. She leans her head against it. All good. She sighs again before getting up from her chair and spins around on her heel to face you. And then she shoots us. So I have this other rifle that's overheating 2 minutes after it turns on. Do you know anything about that? And this pistol that is sputtering. She goes on and on about her weapon issues, leaving you wondering if having her finally begin to rely on you is a mistake. Regardless, you feel a little closer to Lumi now. If anything, it's, you know, she's asking herself. I don't fucking know, man. Building blocks. He's also playing with building blocks, like Amber. Yeah, it's something worth to write down, maybe. I feel like it's not, but I wrote it down regardless. I don't know what to do with these people. I'm looking at the food. Train. After training, it's been a couple of days since you noticed the discrepancy in the snack inventory. At first you assumed you had just counted wrong. Then more things have started disappearing. Conveniently, all of Lumi's favorites. And what are they? I need to write them down. So tonight you finally decide to confront the culprit. You knock on Lumi's door and she opens it almost immediately. Oh hey! She steps aside to let you in, completely unbothered. What's up? There's been a discrepancy in the storage inventory lately. Lumi nods thoughtfully, like this is fascinating new information. Also, by the way, I'm gonna try my chocolate abomination here. And it does actually taste okay. Technically, maybe a little bit more sugar would be good, but it's fine. It actually tastes more chocolatey than I expected, to be honest. Actually, one second, I'm gonna get a little bit of sugar in there. I want to try this out. We need to have the science now. Okay. I think that was a little bit much because my sugar kind of is a cube of sugar now because I've barely used any of my kitchen ingredients and stuff, so it's just sitting there for a long time now. I mean, sugar doesn't go bad, but it just, you know, clumps up a little bit, I guess. Let's see how it tastes now. Probably very sugary, but I mean, you know, in every sweet or anything, there's like a 90% sugar in there regardless, so it can't just taste bad, right? And actually, it tastes good. It's fucked up. Sugar is magical. It's actually good, man. I mean, it's a lot of sugar. So it's kind of useless having this 100% chocolate in there now. But it's good. Oh yeah, I like this. It actually doesn't taste too sweet. That's quite some sugar. Okay, Numi nods thoughtfully like this is fascinating new information. Haha, wow, that's crazy. Have you seen any thieves around? She lies through her teeth. Actually, yeah. She answers so quickly, you almost believe her. So I saw a raccoon running through the hallway the other night. Wow, that's actually crazy. Lumi. What? Raccoons are extinct. There's a brief pause before she immediately groans and covers her face with one hand. God damn it. Language. How was I supposed to know that? Yeah, maybe if you would have lied. Oh yeah, that's good. I only know about raccoons because I read about them in some old book. Were you even lying? She shrugs awkwardly, nonchalantly. You look at her sternly, expecting an answer. A few seconds of awkward silence passes before she starts looking sheepish. Sorry. I don't know why I lied. I just get hungry at night sometimes. Lumi, you could have just asked me. She avoids your eyes. I know. Sorry for lying too. Lumi fidgets with the sleeve of her shirt for a few seconds before suddenly speaking again. Can I shake your hand? What the fuck? She's gonna take her hand and then just gonna like slam her body on the ground or something like that. Why? People shake on things when they come to an agreement, right? I also read that in a book. Do they also not do that anymore? You laugh quietly before holding your hand out towards her. Their grip is firm and serious. I'll ask next time. Good. She nods once, seeming satisfied by the exchange. You're not too confident that you stop stealing things just like that, but somehow, despite the absurdity of the conversation, you realize you feel a little closer to Lumi now. Uh-huh. Great. My shocking milk is empty now. Very surprisingly tasty. So I kind of want to go the ignore route again and try to figure out what happened there, because we skipped it on accident completely. But I have Lumi now, so we never did anything with her yet, you know. I don't know what to do. I don't fucking know. I'm lost. What are you looking at? Food. I don't want to get up. Food. You're welcome, my loud crash. You rush to the direction of the sound and find Lumi on the ground, with a crate of nutrition blocks tipping over her. It seems like she tripped while trying to sneak in a snack. She says she eat them all today to make up for the mess. What do you want to do today? Okay, I don't know. Play, I guess. After training, you're in back to your room for the night when you hear little footsteps behind you. Lumi catches up a moment later, slightly out of breath. There you are. I've been looking for you. You slow down a little. What's up? She awkwardly adjusts the collar of her dress. I wanted to talk. We say that? I think that's wrong. Okay, do you want to head to the dinner table? Yeah, that's wrong. We didn't say that. Lumi immediately shakes her head. Your room is fine. That's a little suspicious, but you decide to not comment on it. The two of you head back quietly, and once inside, Lumi takes a seat on the edge of your bed where you lean against your desk. And the two of you are silent for a while. Then she shifts in her seat, seeming to be forcing herself to speak. I think I'm kind of difficult sometimes. I don't know. You're lying, but apart from that. And stubborn. And probably annoying. The words leave her mouth awkward and rigid. You're fine. It would be probably more concerning if a kid wasn't like that, actually. Lumi's expression immediately flattens. That didn't help at all. You laugh for a bit, then think for a moment before speaking again. Okay. Then, honestly, her eyes are suddenly glued to you, looking at you carefully. I like how hard you try to improve yourself. That is wrong again, isn't it? That's not Lumi saying that. You reflect on your mistakes and you're actually really capable. I think that's part of why you get stubborn sometimes, is because you care. And that's great. She turns away and puffs her cheek out. You know what, Innocent? You're too nice to me. You stare at her. Huh? That's the whole problem. You say nice things, you're nice to me, you're so patient even when I'm being difficult. You're speechless. The silence stretches just long enough for you to realize something. Actually, you begin to have ideas. Some of the things you do are pretty weird. Lumi immediately perks up. Like what? You glare at me for no reason. You're a thief. You refuse to help even when you obviously need it, and it's annoying. You're randomly aggressive and it gets on my nerves because the way you think makes no sense to me. With every example, Lumi somehow looks more pleased instead of less. See? Not that hard. You narrow your eyes. You like that? I don't know, figure it out. After that, the conversation drifts naturally. You end up ranting about every little thing she's done that made you even the slightest bit upset. Lumi replies to every single one smugly. At some point, you both glance at the clock. Nearly 2 hours have passed. Lumi hops off the bed immediately. Look at the time. I should sleep. She heads for the door, then pauses with her hand on the handle. Good night. Yeah, good night. She lingers for a second before turning back at you, a bright smile on her face. I feel closer to you now. I don't want this happiness to end. Well then, lady. You look at her for a moment before immediately pointing towards the hallway. Go away. Lumi giggles cutely. Okay. She skitters out of the room, laughing to herself the entire way down the hall. You feel a lot closer to Lumi now. Well, that's new. A lot, not just a little. I still have no idea what to do here. We just randomly press buttons again. Let's rest. The sound of battle awakens you from your slumber. An engraved Lumi sitting every target flawlessly. You're not sure what got her so worked up, but she's training hard. You let her do that for today. Okay. She's restless, so we eat. I don't know. Nope, that was a misclick. Who cares? You wake up to find Lumi constructing what seems to be a fully functional miniature train station of Lego bricks. Copyright. You don't even want to question how she knew how to do all that. You just let her have her fun for today. What do you want to do today? What do we even... Train? I don't fucking know. Okay, whatever, we have this. 5 days left, lady, and then we're all dead. Let's eat. Oh, yeah. Train. And then plane. Rest. And then train the next day. There we go. Let's see what happens. We know that. And she's already gone. Okay, that's new. Lumi stops in the air at a close distance from the creature. Her figure looks even smaller against its massive form. Blast after blast, she chips away at its core. The recoil from her weapon barely moves her. The creature lunges. Its appendages cutting through the smoke and destruction. She dodges swiftly. You catch a glimpse of her face through the haze. Her eyes are locked onto their target. Wait, that's new. The creature staggers under a barrage of bullets. She freezes, steadying her aim for their final shot. It's now or never. Okay, now she fumbles. The bright blue glow from her weapon intensifies before she fires a bullet through its core. The creature lets out a low, actually distorted cry before collapsing, sending clouds of dust into the air. Its core unravels into streams of bright light that begin to gravitate towards Lumi. She lowers her weapon, panting, before her small frame begins to glow. The light engulfs her. Before your eyes, she slowly grows in stature, almost as if she's maturing. You watch in pride and disbelief. As the final remnants of the creature disintegrate, the blood-red sky fades into a warm, golden sunset. It's over. She descends slowly before you, and you realize that this is her final form. She's all grown up now. Ooh, innocent. She smiles at you brightly. It's the happiest you ever seen her be. Are you proud of me? Please tell me you're proud of me. I did everything you told me to. I'm so happy I relied on you. A golden hair glistens in the sunset. You feel your heart flutter. Innocent. You know, I know it was hard to deal with sometimes. So thank you for dealing with that. Thank you for dealing with me. Thank you for everything you've done for me. For spending your time with me. For going through all this for me. Ever so slightly her voice trembles nervously. Now that is finally over, can I be selfish one more time? Innocent, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, however long that is. I want to go out, go shopping, play games. I want to do normal things with you. So, can I stay by your side? Her hand reaches towards you, steady and warm. Will you take it? Yes. And so I feel like, because we got everyone, we finally won, right? It's not because I had to have some secret combination, it's just because I got them all, I think. Or maybe did I accidentally just, by pressing random things here, make us actually win? But I think it's probably not that way, right? I kind of want to see the others endings. Maybe we can quickly go to there as well. And I want someone to go completely be ignored again and see what happens. There we go. Wish Phase Invaders. Press O. Press space. Something to return to menu. Ah, there we go. Maybe it was also something else in space. I don't know. I pressed something there. I pressed the left mouse button in space. Gallery. Aha. Very nice. Okay, let's go into a new game. Okay. Yeah, we failed out there. Technically, this shouldn't have happened now. So. I'm still innocent. Okay, let's try to get Amber, I guess. Still don't know. Fuck. I just have heart and lemon for her. I don't know, man. Oh, that's jelly. Okay, it's fine. That was not do right log. Yep. We're on skip. Let's just do random things here. Let's get our ending. I mean, I assume that it's fine just doing random things now and we get the ending. We're gonna see, I guess. Is it new? Fuck, that's long. Nothing. Shit, I think that's new. Oh man. Oh. Oh, that's so long. Okay, whatever, we read this. After training, you linger beside Jelly as she returns to her desk. She doesn't acknowledge you and just sits open her notebooks and begins to write notes on what she will work on tomorrow. A few minutes pass in silence before she suddenly stops writing. Without looking up, she speaks. Why do you wait here? Huh? What a strange question. What do you mean? You sit next to me. You monitor me when I eat, when I'm done with my task, and even when I'm taking a break. She looks at you with a flat expression. There must be a purpose. What data are you collecting? Or perhaps there's some kind of evaluation? You shake your head, her eyes narrowing suspiciously, watching your movements carefully. I'm just keeping you company. For what? It's kind of pointless. You should spend your time preparing for tomorrow's training instead. You smile gently. She's a little blunt, but that's her. Probably, but not. It's not always about being efficient. Her lip twitches upwards, like she's stifling a frown. Makes no sense. Maybe it doesn't, but I like being here with you. Her eyes narrow some more. You're choosing to waste time? I'm choosing to be here. Her glaze of words in confusion, and she seems to be analyzing your words. Her eyebrows furrow a little. Then she abruptly turns away. Do what you want. It doesn't change what I have to do. You nod and get up. Jelly stiffens immediately. Where are you going? She didn't want us to leave. You said it didn't matter whether I stayed or not. Oh, that's us. She's still looking away from you. You notice the tips of her ears turn faintly red. I didn't say leave. You return to her seat. She doesn't notice a small smile crossing your lips. A few minutes pass in silence before she stops writing and speaks again. You were talking about company. I don't hate it. Sure, you should stay. You let out a soft laugh. At the sound, she turns to you quickly. What's so funny? Nothing. I think you're cute. She turns back away from her notebook. The tips of her ears are even redder than before. Whatever. She shows a new presence and it makes you happy. You feel like you should be a little closer to her. Okay. Very nice. What do we even have here? Eat. Lady. Okay, we had this. Play. Rest. Train. Rest. Play. Train. Eat. Okay, sleeping in. Rest again. Do we have this shit? There's so much text again. Oh shit, there was 2 events. Now something's happening. You in terrible mood. She doesn't want to talk. Oh, I think we had this. Did we? Yeah. I think. What do you even have? I press random buttons. Let's look at the stats. You need to eat more, lady. And train. And also play. And train. And eat. And play. Just train. Hungry? Hungry? That's new, isn't it? When you wake up, Jelly's already standing next to you, teary-eyed. I'm so hungry. How hungry? Yeah, she'd be indulging today. Okay. Eat. Oh, again. Damn. Rest, I guess. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Oh, wait. She's dead. Shit. I guess we didn't make it. So it's not just random. Or like, you know, because we finished them. I guess Lumi is just easy to handle, I guess, for me. Let's try to bring Dizzy out with a bug. Tasty, tasty bugs. I don't know, Dizzy. You like Shaco as well, I guess? I don't know. Let's see what we have. Oh shit, there's a last one. Ah, it's Ember. You know, I'm gonna ignore you again, but this time only at 4 times the speed. I ignore her. I ignore her. Ignore her. Ignore her. The day has come. Yeah, look at that. It's so quick. Okay. Yeah, she was preparing by getting a nod. She gives us a nod, so everything is fine for now. There's nothing left to say. She's already gone. Okay, now things change, right? I think there was different events when people get ignored. She's shouting for... One second. She's shouting forward. I had to cough there. Amber crashes into the creature head-on, staggering it with overwhelming fear. With her every attack, the ground terrors and the air ripples. The creature swings appendages in retaliation, but she catches it with sheer strength, shoving it away with a roar. You catch a glimpse of her face through the haze. An unwavering fire burns into her eyes. There's actually nothing different. Okay. Never mind. Oops. Wait. Why did you leave me alone? Ah, okay, that is new. I knew there was something different. These words echo over and over in your ear. Yeah, for fun I did that, and for science. Actually. I have no idea how to get the others. I think I'm gonna Google that quickly. Because I just don't know how to actually get that, you know. Maybe there's... To be honest, I kind of doubt it, but I think maybe there's a walkthrough out there. Because, like, I'm not planning to stream that another time, and I kind of want to end it roughly now. It's quite late, I need to go to bed. And I just got, Lumi's end by sheer luck, because I had no idea what to do still. So I don't think I could even try to figure out what's happening here. I don't think I find anything though. Walkthrough. The Wishes game, that's a different game. Innocent Wishes. Oh man, there's so many wish games. To grant a wish. Doesn't look like there's any walkthrough. There's no information on the itch.io page, right? I don't see anything. Average session about half an hour, and we're like 2.5 hours in here. Oops. But yeah, I guess every session was roughly half an hour. But the thing is, I don't know. Like, yeah, I didn't see any connection to knowing what I should have done right, you know? It's nice to read all the things, but I don't get the gameplay, to be honest. I mean, I still liked it, just because, I mean, the gameplay doesn't matter in a Vision Navi, to be honest. I just don't know how to get the actual things. The actual other endings. I don't know how to figure out what to do. Interesting. Let's wait a second. There's a review for. I need to cough first, though. Let's read the whole thing. From Virus Starfish, I did my best, I fumbled, and the sight of Ember using her last breath to apologize for goofing off so much when she could have been training more is going to haunt me forever. 10 out of 10 would make wish and start again. Okay. I did it, I saved her. The music shift is everything. I am screaming, thank you. Ah, shit. I don't know. I didn't get Ember to apologize, right? Did I? I don't know, but okay. Jelly actually answered. I'm glad you liked it. Ember is a hardy one. Okay. So even Jelly knows it's a hard one to get. Or hardy, what does even hardy mean? Actually, you can look as well, you know? You can see things as well. That's what I'm reading here. Hardy, what does hardy mean? Not that I misread that. Failing as a father. I don't know why I copied my stream title there. Or probably for Twitch, you know? Hardy. Meaning, please. Okay, and that's not blood brave. Similar bold brave. Oh, okay, I think they don't mean that it's hard. Upon further consideration, because I cannot dislodge this game from my brain, I realized something amazing. Ember's route actually fits canon. I don't know the canon though, that's the problem. I know it's an alternative universe, but bear me out. Remember Amber's last signal out for debut? And the amnesia, the kindlings being in a tech who worked on a project. She had amnesia only for that stream. We wondered, she crashed a Mac. She said maybe in another timeline. We howled and cried and prayed for this not to be the end. That actually works as a starting point for entering the loop of Raise a Witch, because there had to be a first loop at some point, right? Yeah, also where all 4 of them were alive, from what it sounded like. We go back in time, we accelerate her development. She knows the clearest signs of remembering our timelines out of the other girls. Yeah, definitely. Unlike Lumi, who figures it out by pure logic. Wait. They're talking about Ember. No, Loom. Wait a second. Yeah, Ember. Yeah. That's how we got it as well, right? I think it was on Ember. Where is it now? Where are we? We go back in time. We accelerate her development. She shows the clearest signs of remembering our time. Oh, shit. She yearns for her squad, just like she did on her failed mission. She challenges the creature before it can destroy the planet and ascend to the stars to be a universal threat. Eventually, she gets a winning cycle. The rest of the invaders get created, and you all get to settle down and become streamers peacefully. Which totally explains where Ember went from. I may not remember you, but I'm glad you were the one to find me. Goodbye. To hi, Regulus, who I know by my name. Mac Crash, Amnesia, what are you talking about? Of course I know who you are. Over a couple of real world days. Because this is Raise a Wish Amber grown up. I see. It's literally not canon. You said that, but all the same, I like to think that Doom Amber Amani lives on in her Raise a Wish self, unusually clear, cross timeline memories, and eventually got to save the world. meet their squad mates and settle down into peacetime after all. Thank you for letting us safer. Oh god, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I'm typing fanfic or fanfic into an itch.io comment section. No, you're doing good, man. You're writing interesting text to me, at least. Regardless of whatever it was intentional or not, you've smoothed over plot hole and the Amber's outfit debut. And also you reached me this hard with the game. Please never stop cooking. Oh, and I like that, yeah. Makes us, think, It's kind of cool. But sadly, there's no explanation, right? Safe words to take. Oh yeah. Oh, the speed settings. Oh no, not that. I thought because after one thing is over, we couldn't look at the log anymore. That's what I meant. It was slightly sad because as I accidentally killed. I don't remember whom by just ignoring her. I wanted to look at the log and it was gone. But it's fine as well because technically the game is over. Really fun VN. Enjoyed going through all the routes. Characters were accurate to life, which made it hit a bit hard when I would skill issue their routes. Yeah, I don't know how to not skill issue their routes, Felt like such a relief when I could finally get each good ending. Yeah, I'm not gonna try though. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna try. Dizzy mentioned on stream that a route was toned down in terms of difficulty. If the game is ever updated, can she be given a hard mode to bring it up to the... Oh, okay, interesting. I just don't... I don't know if I'm the only one, but I feel like it has something to do with the reactions that they have and stuff, how we train them. But I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not here to figure it out, to be honest. But it seems like there's no information about how we actually get this. This is just random other games. Adult tab. I'm not gonna even click on this. Other pictures. Also, yeah, I saw this word as as I was like trying to look for a thumbnail, and I have the most boring fucking thumbnail out there right now, but it's whatever. I couldn't think of anything better, and I was thinking about putting this image in there as well, but it didn't feel like fitting, and so I just made the fucking standard as thumbnail for YouTube at least. But as I was looking up the title and stuff, I also found this, how to raise a happy need. That sounds kind of funny. I'm not going to play that game though, even though it's kind of, just sparking my curiosity because it sounds so funny. I shouldn't do that though. And also there's so many games and stuff with Wish and shit. It's kind of crazy. Wish Together, random. But this Disney actually crazy. I thought it was random slop shit. Ay. Naja, okay. We finished the game. I liked it. I just have no idea how we finish or like win this gameplay. So yeah, that's why we're not gonna do it. we at least got one good ending for Lumi. And I'm satisfied with that. But now, I have to disappear. It is nearly midnight. 17 minutes before midnight. I should have been in bed like nearly an hour ago. Nothing we can do. We needed to game, But I'm gonna disappear now, and I'm wishing you a good night and sleep well. Bye bye.